Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Moonring, where we're here again. We're back at the doorway to the boss fight at the base of this dungeon. I have a lot of health, I have a lot of poise, I have a lot of energy. Hopefully we can make this work, because I really don't want to have to do that dungeon again. And then also I should probably focus the window. There we go, so that when I press the keyboard buttons, the key things happen. Alright, so let's get up into kind of the general area of the thing, and let's drop our construct. We do have an awful lot of ways to cheat a fight, and these guys still fairly took me apart last time, so I'm definitely worried. Okay. This is this fight seems way tougher than the other relic fight that we did. Do I want a moonlight as well? Probably, right? Thing runs over, just casually crits the moonlight with a double hit. Oh no, wait, the moon glow crit. Hey, look at that. My teammates are doing stuff. Ow. Yep, kind of knew that was coming. Try to stay out of the row and column that they're in, so that they're using their moves on my followers instead of me a little bit. Something just died over there. Alright, he's squaring up. He's gonna, do the thing here again. And I'm only almost bleeding. I gotta say, I'm still not wild about the way the game portrays, the way the game signals the status ailments to you. Because this could be either you have the bleeding effect, you are actively bleeding, and this much of it has been expended, or you're almost at the bleeding effect. You need to be hit with a couple more points of bleeding. And it's not impossible to tell the difference, but it is way too hard to tell the difference at a glance, you know? Alright, well, he just used his move, so we're gonna go get him. This is focus time. My minor construct over there is doing a great job of holding the second one in place. Okay, actively bleeding, but one down. Let's consume some of my bleeding status. We must feed, he says. The conversion noise is weirdly loud. May as well do it every time we get close to 100 energy, right? And the construct is basically dead, but at this point I don't think it matters too much. More blood indeed. Dude does love blood. All right, going in with my bars filled definitely helped. Okay, there we go. You received Crimson Candle. What does it do? Probably nothing. My guess is nothing. We did get some devotion. Also, we got a scroll. 5s and 5s and 5s, and the penta, the quintuple, the 4 elements, plus 1. You know, because that's how the math works. Did you know that 4 plus 1 is 5? Well, now you do. And you have this video game to thank for all of that. Okay, and then we're out of here. And we don't have to worry about this dungeon anymore. So I did go and just look up on the internet where the tether is and whether it is necessary. And it's not... There's not a huge amount of people talking about this game, if I'm honest. I know where somebody said the thing is, and we'll go there and see if it's open, basically. I actually don't know if we're going to be able to access it. There seems to be some uncertainty as to what it is exactly that unlocks it, but we have been there. Do I want to spend these points? Am I waiting for lensing or something? I don't know if we need revelation. I don't know that we need trap. Slash an enemy with a specially prepared hidden dagger, causing instantaneous blood loss. Those sharp of eye will occasionally spot untainted blood, which will be collected in a file, which is more exciting if you're actually devoted. Fire your ranged weapon through the cracks between the realms. Pretty rad, but you do need a ranged weapon. Sacrifice half your health and receive gift energy in return. That's interesting. That is legitimately interesting. I'm going to grab Burrowing Shot. We don't have a ranged weapon right now, but I should. Think how good that would be if I did. I think the fog, the amber here is pretty permanent. I think we're going to have to... So we need to get back to my boat. Where is my boat? My boat's over there. Of course it is. That makes sense. That's the nearby coastline. Yeah, I guess this is the only way to get out. Let's go ahead and put something in. I'm sure, yeah, our Amberbane ward oil supply is like extremely good. It is as good as it has ever been. All right, so I think. Do y'all mind? This is very poor sportsmanship. I think that the location of the tether is behind. Don't really want to spend the oil. Does this cloud move at all? It doesn't. Okay, well, we can just walk around it. Nope, never mind. Sometimes the cloud will move. Basically, if you think you've discovered a way around it, it will find a way to disabuse you of that notion. So I think this is where the tether goes. And it makes sense, right? This is the place where you have to use Bale's key to unlock the one locked stone to get to. Last time we were there, I think the door was still locked. And if it turns out that the door is locked and does not open to our interference, then probably, you know, to us shouting the names of the gods or something, I guess, then maybe we do have to do more here. Okay, town in the ravine, so this is the one. Nope, am I mistaken? Stop it. Stop interacting with the river. Ragged hills overlooking the sea. I actually don't... What is... I think that's where we just were, right? Yeah, okay. So hold on. We got two functional pillars here. The spores of decay, dank, moist earth, and the twinkle of lights in the distance. Burning rock, and in the distance, a town glowing deep within a ravine. So as always, gotta be a little careful. What's up with the dog? Okay, right. That makes sense. Oh, hold on. Am I misreading this? I thought that the second exit from here was pointing directly down there, but I think it's actually pointing to the ring south of Herodis, and then you interact with the stone there to send yourself. Yeah, I think that's the problem I'm having. It's been a little while since we went there on purpose, you know? An indistinct shifting blur, fog, or shadows, perhaps. Is this a result of amber or magecraft? Okay, magecraft mostly. Alright, that's the one that's surrounded on all sides by islands, and we cannot unlock that. We have to actually get there first, which requires the locust device, which we don't have enough pieces of. Okay. All stones standing like proud sentinels. Gets us back to here. And we need to go to Herodis. Alright, then from here, we teleport to the appropriate one. Great mountain split by a river, that's not us. You lay your hands upon the stone and see nothing for a moment, then recoil as you feel something terrible and evil groping for you through the darkness. I believe that's our... Yep, that's our one. I have 24% ward left. I should use that before I stop. Okay. The door remains unpassable. You have no means to open it. We've been given no way to open it, as far as I'm aware. But a thing that we can certainly try is just shouting some, right? We do have this yell command. Let's just yell some stuff. How about Tarthus? Or maybe Balatoth? Am I saying these names correctly? Yes. Carrion, Hezra? Maybe we say them all? Nope, sorry, not that. Carrion. Hezra. Hezre. Anun. Hezre. Anun. Well, I turned off my ward, but it did not solve the other problem. So I think this is the description we just got about the, something tremendously evil reaching for you. The fact that this is where Bale's key led us. Like, this is right? But the door just mysteriously won't open. And I did see some people online saying, that they couldn't get in, and then mysteriously they could get in, and they thought the thing that made the difference was getting all the relics. So I think the game actually is going to make us go through all of the relic dungeons, and I just think that's unconscionable. I think that the relic dungeons being so incredibly boring makes that just like a really not rad thing to do. I really wish they just had, like, I don't know, half as many floors instead of 5 trivial floors and then 1 floor where maybe something bad can happen. Just do like 1 normal floor and 2 difficult floors. It's still gonna feel like a lot, it's still a challenge to people, but also it's less annoying. So if that's the case, then we have to go to the other places. I hate that very much. So we did the necropolis. The Pale Heart lies within the repository, which can only be reached by using stone circles, which is going to require pieces of the locust box, right? It's going to require us to put together a functional locust box. And I don't know how many pieces we need. I believe we have 3. I feel like we've been to all of the ruins. We did literally go everywhere. All right. The Tower of Veils is southwest of Hearthaven or Hearthaven, and we definitely have the keys for it now, so that's probably a thing that's worth checking out. There's a big tower on the map there. So the stone circle we have right here actually does connect to the stone circle up there. Let's just take this. Okay, we know that's the west coast. Dense forest, wood smoke hanging in the air, silent rush of wolves. So, it's got to be this one. Process of elimination. Yep, sure was. Okay. Cool, jerky that's pre-molded. Alright, actually probably a good idea to eat some badger meat. Alright, stepping in and out here, we'll just drop our boat right there. And then we might be able to get into that tower sailing down the coast. I'm not actually sure. Interesting. Apparently, little bits of vision to be gained here that we did not already have, like that. So many creatures, and they just run at us and die horribly. And none of them ever learn their lesson. Yeah, I figured that hedgehog wasn't actually going to leave the scene because they never have the wherewithal to do that. Okay, cool. Is this... Yeah, this is one of the legendary temples. Temple of the Sword. Cool. How close are we to the tower? I might want to stay in the boat. Yeah, I don't think we've ever actually been to this thing. Wow. The Spore Grunt hit Spore Child with explosion for 516 damage is the number that I saw there that sort of panicked me. It's kind of fascinating how not threatening that is, given the systems here. Like, I wonder if the function of poise is just like it's too powerful. It makes you look at a thing that has a 500 damage attack and go, well, that's only kind of meaningful, right? It's pretty whatever. If my poise isn't already broken. Alright, well, we'll try to just burn through this as fast as possible. We can get some of these statues and, like, sabotage them, I guess. That was weird. It made the noise like my poise broke. Nope. I will say this dungeon is seeming a little bit more menacing. Right? These are scarier enemies right off the bat. I haven't really been doing a lot of using my skills in actual combat. Damn it. I tried to step out of the bleed, but of course. Let's just do that again. I need like a little bit more energy. The room's catching on fire. Yeah, these things shoot fireballs. This is, if this is actually a more dangerous dungeon, then I'm into it. I do need that fire to go away before we can step through the door and try to fight the gazer, which is like very annoying. God, these things, they break your poise very quickly. They just hit really, really hard. Just as I was talking about how the poise system makes the game too easy. Yeah, I'm like actually getting really worried here. I am in some serious danger. I don't think I'm going to do enough damage. Okay, managed to take one down. Because that was like, it was like 5 different monsters that you would consider, not 5, but several different monsters that you would consider boss monsters, right? I guess that, like, there was the white beetle, and then the flying knight guy who is the floor boss pretty frequently, and then 2 great gazers. It's like already, wow, and that great gazer leading me, like shooting before I come around the corner, is pretty brutal. Apparently they have some tactics. Well, I'm not going to be able to advance on that guy. at this level of health. So we're gonna look around, I guess. See if we can find something to generate some HP on. What is this? A bludgeoner. Yeah, it's just a guy who walks around with a big club. A bludgeoner, sure, makes sense. We need to generate at least some energy. But it would be nice if we could also generate some health somehow. You friend, have you any blood? Very helpful. Think a bludgeoner has blood? It's right there in the name, bludgeoner. Yeah, okay. Not just blood, but bandages to help me keep the blood on the inside once I take it from them. That's just a floating D6 over there. I see that. Alright, normal beetle is fine. Normal beetle I'm not afraid of. Well, you know, I saw that, like, fire come down as it rolled and changed faces, and I was like, ah, well, whatever. I don't need to know what the deal is with that. And then I found out. Now, something tells me this die does not have blood. So we're probably not going to be able to refill our health on it at all. We are missing a chest down there where we didn't finish off the geyser. And that might be a big deal. There are proper, like, progression keys inside the chest sometimes. I don't really want to trade positions with the dog. Like, I wish I could attack diagonally. Or that I had a more reliable ranged weapon. I need, like, I don't know what I need. I need a wand with infinite charges or something like that. I mean, we can just... How much damage is Shadow Bolt going to do? Okay. It's not nothing, actually. And we do have... like, an awful lot of these wands. I'm having an awfully hard time hitting him. When I hit him, the damage is meaningful. But are you okay? He's having a little bit of concern about the fact that he's on fire, I think. We're gonna have to step in here. Because I'm going to need to regenerate energy for the next dog. Okay. Getting one down will make the other one theoretically a lot more handleable. Ow. I could have dodged that. I did not need to take that the way I did. Actually running a little low on water. Okay, so that just applied the poison status to us instantly. The poison status just cuts your health in half right away. That critically hit me despite not hitting me. Oh, health low, don't I know it? Do I want to try to bloody feast it? I don't. I want to summon a wolf. But see, now that we're in this position, I think we are compelled to heal. We have enough health that a large portion of healing doesn't even max us anymore. Alright. Whew. Okay, so those things are not just like randomly laying around. Those are like floor boss level enemies because they are weird. Those are floor boss level enemies because they are carrying that level of loot. So at least the game doesn't think we're supposed to be able to just fight a million of those things all the time, which I really appreciate because I'm definitely not able to do that. Dog, help! Thank you. Alright, the instant we arrive, everything catches fire. Okay, I mean, that's fine. But actually, like, it is still doing that, right? Like, it is still treating these enemies, even though it is treating them like floor bosses, it's also at the same time treating them like something more because, or treating them like more common enemies because we're seeing like multiple packs of them. We certainly were not seeing, 3-4 sets of floor bosses prior. So this dungeon is just for sure harder. I mean, if it's a harder and shorter dungeon, then that's exactly what I was asking for. But, obviously it remains to be seen whether it is in fact shorter. Alright, didn't really get that much damage. Alright, I'm definitely helping. Okay, large pine key. I don't even think that's the key we need. Don't love that. Okay. Alright, there's the oblong wire key that we need to advance. I am trying so hard not to press more than one, like not to leave the button down long enough for it to represent more than one press, but it is remarkably finicky. Yeah, okay. Just money, huh? Okay, well. We could actually really use a source of water at this point. Was there water on the floor? No, I don't think so. Second I step down there, all of a sudden, whole world's engulfed in fire. For real, like anywhere we try to go. You know what? Okay, not actually a flame. Everything's fine. Step on absolutely everything. Alright, I wish the dog was smart enough to just not step on the spike trap, you know? So, we don't have quite the healing tools that we usually have with these. Having a hard time finding things to bite, and I'm a little worried both about how difficult this started and about how long it might be. And honestly, pretty worried about those things for quite different reasons. You have blood, right? Yeah. Then I step on that. Aha, it was all just a clever ruse so that I could use conversion and turn my status effect into HP. Oh, hey, hedgehog meat. That's actually extremely rad to find down here. Okay, feeling a lot better about the state of our hunger. That thing seems like it has blood in it, probably. So I gotta generate enough energy to make that a meaningful assertion. Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. Definitely a little worried about having no water on us. I feel like it's been a really long time since we were walking around with no armor, with no water. And it was not something I foresaw being a problem, you know? Alright, I feel a lot better. That was a broken... Is a broken, mech not a... I guess it's a tool, not a device. The difference between those terms seems fairly academic to me, but what do I know? Okay, scrying stone is not exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. That's not even openable yet. Definitely going to be re-summoning our wolf presently. There we go. Congratulations on your fresh new body. Moldy venison is probably worth eating, right? Doesn't it refill you completely? Maybe not completely, but yeah, I'll take it in any case. Okay. I feel like all of a sudden we're seeing these way more often. Especially when you consider how long it took for the first one to show up. Okay. Well, so far we've seen this floor behaving a lot more like the early floors from the other dungeons. Fewer massive boss enemies. Hey, I know you. On that whole rack of weapons, nothing useful. Okay, interesting. Non-rotted food. Yeah, that guy clearly knew what the plan was. As far as just like letting the bat take down my shields and everything. Or my poise rather. I mean, we can be honest. We can be honest and call it what it is, right? It's the shield from Halo. That very specific implementation. Okay. Well, aside from all of the free beetle kills, I guess this is a dead end. Which is really annoying because we're quite far from the next door. I'm trying to keep my eyes out for fake walls because it seems like around here they're pretty obvious. Just a tile that has way more reddish magenta bricks than it has, or it has way more green bricks than the rest of these. That it has almost none of the magenta type bricks. All right, I don't know where that thing teleported to, and I don't care enough to follow it. All we know is north. And north is not going to be good enough. Alright, we're actually at full, so I don't need to drink anybody's blood. I reserve the right. You know, it is still fun, but it's not necessary. Look at me, I did all the work. I gotta tell you though, I'm not loving the dungeon design. Oh, I probably want to fix that. Do I? Yeah. Okay, yep. Super. Ooh, okay. I was going to say super pleased that I did that. I think it's going to work out really well for us. And then the Great Gazer just took the damn thing apart in 2 hits. That's pretty terrifying. Okay, a bright pin. That's cool loot. Where have we not been yet? Okay, there's a couple of obvious spots. This one looks locked. Yeah, curved steel key. And then there's a door in the north wall of this room that might lead us to a place where we could get such a key. Or alternatively, it might extremely not do that. Well, okay. I see. Up where we came in, there's an indication that there might be something a little more, something I missed. It is very satisfying to one-shot an enemy like that. The funny thing is, like, very annoying. Well, if you got my key, you better be prepared to surrender it. Imp blood. I don't know what I'm being careful for now. It already got me. Okay, there we go. That was a really good bite. Chest key I don't need so much. Okay, there's our curved steel key. There's another door directly below us. At this point, I kind of think we should check everywhere because it seems like the level design has some red herrings. They like to put forth an idea that turns out not to be a real thing. If I hit the button on the amber ward, no, it doesn't work that way. You have to select the fuel. I was just wondering how easy could I make my life here? Okay, so I have to run all the way back over there, which is supremely annoying. This is not really doing me a lot of good right now, I feel like. Trying so hard to get to 100. I'm on fire. Okay. So I don't have any water. I'm going to call Wolf. Alright, well, when you are on fire, it wears off quickly at least if you're not, you know, constantly standing in more fire, so... that time, we could trust the dog to handle that enemy, despite the fact that an identical dog has failed to handle those enemies just earlier this floor. Whatever. The important thing is that one got where he was going. Do I want to look around this floor some more in the hopes of finding something to bite? I do apologize for the screen flashing. That's really annoying and definitely a usability issue, and I wish the developers hadn't done that. Okay, it does seem like this is going to have just a million floors. Alright, let's burn that thing down first so we don't have to worry about the eye laser for too long. And these guys are just alchemists, huh? Certainly seem to do an awful lot of damage to the mutt. I'll tell you what, if the dog gets killed, if the dog, you know, spirit or whatever, gets killed, I am probably just going to hurl myself into that hole. I gotta say, it's a very impressive dog. Don't much care for that dude breaking my poise the instant I step adjacent to him. Feels a tiny bit anti-competitive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, is there a secret wall around here somewhere? I wonder. Well, I gotta say, you know, for some people, that'd probably be a pretty swell reward. Get out of my way so I don't get caught in the corner here. I think there's another secret door up here. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Okay, so I took a bunch of damage, not that much damage. I lost a bunch of potions and stuff. Where am I relative to the stairs? The stairs are down there. The fact that it breaks a random assortment of your potions, I think is actually really good. That's a cool consequence, and one that makes some physical sense. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I did somewhere. Boy, ain't that the truth. Alright. What do I want to do? We don't have another What did I come in here for? I'm already blanking. Losing it way too early tonight. We don't have a dust figurine, a dust artifact, reliquary, whatever it is. That's a skeleton in a cage, which is not how they like to be kept. I can tell you that for sure. This is annoying. Flying enemy just hanging out on the spike trap. Definitely going to be pretty effective at getting me killed here. I'm hoping that we can draw her. She seems to come over sometimes. Just go north one more square. No, okay. I mean, if this is all she's going to do, this is not so bad. I have to be, like, very careful with my health the way it is. Alright, I was hoping that just, like, stepping on the jangly chains would be enough. We need to get some health back. Yeah, still plenty of directions unaccounted for. I just need to find an opportunity to get some health back. Damn it. That's gonna kill me. Yep. Okay. The walking is so tedious. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna do the thing again. I'm just gonna get us to the boss fight, and then, well, we'll have 2 more to do after this. And I don't actually know if I know how to access the Jest. There should, in theory, be 1 more relic somewhere that I should be able to probably figure out. I don't know. I'm gonna do my best to spare y'all the boring, repetitive parts of dungeon stuff going on here. We're just gonna pick up those relics and then see if that door in the southeast opens to us. And if not, then we're gonna try something else, I guess. So thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we will be creeping oh so much closer to the conclusion of Moonring. And we'll see you then.